Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So, welcome back to the channel with the new video. I'm going to keep it very short, sweet, and simple. I'm not going to waste too much time, so I'm not going to even get straight into the, intro and stuff like that because I'm very upset and it should be my bedtime, but I just wanted to, grind for you guys and keep updating you guys. So, I did see a recent report, which I pretty much didn't like. Let me know in the comment section, especially my viewers, and how you guys feel about this or opinions down below. But according to Sham Shania, on his Twitter page, it says that the Dallas Mavericks center name Daniel Gafford does intend to sign a 3-year contract extension worth nearly about $60 million. So roughly, he's going to be making around $18 million. And honestly, guys, I feel like that's fair value for him. Originally, he was looking for star level money at that position. He was supposed to become a ticket free agent, I'll say 2026. Originally, he is making around $14 million. So looks like he's going to be signing that contract extension. I definitely update you guys when, it does break, but it's not official. It's looking like that, but it says sources tell ESPN, the Mavericks officials and Gafford's agents like Mike, George, and Shai, say of Clutch Sports Group, originally negotiated the deal through 2028, 29 seasons, so roughly another, 3 or 4 seasons. I think that's very interesting. He did average a career high of 12.3 points per game last season and will look to team up with Anthony Davis, Derek Lively II, and Cooper Flagg, who's going to be projected to go number one. The Mavs won the lottery for the first time in franchise history. So this is going to be the front court. He could potentially have Kyrie Irving when he does come back because he did tear his, Achilles. So looks like they're going to be going after point guards. They're searching for one like a Chris Paul, maybe Alonzo Ball. They've been showing interest in Colin Sexton from the Utah Jazz. Maybe you do go with, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, and Cooper Flagg. I mean, he's listed as a forward. He can even play small forward and power forward, but that's just how versatile he is. But there's a little bit more information on here. So it says Gafford ranked in the top 10 in field goal defense as contesting defender in the 2024 25 NBA season among players to contest 800 shots. Now, I am saying that Dwight Powell, their center, I mean, he's like the third string center, so he's not really getting too much playing time. But I did see a recent report that he's expected to exercise his player option worth about $4 million, which I think is very interesting. But today I do want to talk about how this really impacts the Lakers and the trade market and how are they going to be able to trade for center. Most likely, I think it's Nick Claxton. I mean, it's very realistic because the Brooklyn Nets, they're going to have to, get up some guys. They're going to have to trade some guys, waive some guys because they have like 5, picks in total. They have 4 first-round picks, 8, 19, 26, and 27. They have the 36 overall pick in the second round. So it's not like they're going to bring 4 or 5 guys on the roster. You got Dajuan Sharp, who's their backup center. He's a restricted free agent. He's younger than Nick Claxton. He's like 23, 24 years of age, while Nick Claxton's like 26. So they're going to have to make a decision. Are they going to trade, Cam Johnson? I would love him on the Los Angeles Lakers. But Sean Marks has a great relationship with our GM, Rob Pelinka. We'll see. But I'm not really surprised about this because Danny Gafford, there was literally a report coming out a while ago that the Lakers might have to overpay for Danny Gafford. But let's just be honest. No matter what center we're going to trade for, the Lakers are probably going to have to overpay because a lot of people are not happy that we got Luka Doncic after, shocking the world and just robbing the Dallas Mavericks of what we gave up. But every team, at least 29, 30 teams in the league, know that the Lakers need a center. So we're going to have to, pony up. But it's just going to take another center off the board, off the market. You got, Steve Adams. He was going to be a free agent, but I guess free agents can sign before, free agency does, start with the CBA and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section. But he did sign for 3 years, $39 million. So he's going to be making around $13 million. So he was very huge for the Houston Rockets coming off the bench as a backup. I mean, there was times where they're benching Jalen Green for, Steve Adams, right? So maybe do go after Clint Capella. I'm hearing that the Lakers can pay him around the taxpayer MLE, $5.7, $5.8 million around that range. Maybe go after a Brook Lopez, but he's not the same player. He's aging. He's 37. So those guys weren't not going to be a long-term piece. They're going to be short-term. So this will be a rental. And I wouldn't sign Brook Lopez to the taxpayer mid-level exception. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe the vet minimum, but the Lakers are showing interest in centers like Walker Kessler, obviously Robert Williams, Tom Lord from the Portland Trailblazers. So maybe they do re-engage in a trade with the Charlotte Hornets and go get Mark Williams. But we'll see what happens after him, trolling the Los Angeles Lakers, losing to the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games, right? But the trade did, get resetted because he fell as physical. And the Lakers, they must have felt like they overpaid. I'm not sure if it was about the long-term, injuries and stuff like that. But I did see a recent report coming out from Evan Siddery, basically that the Charlotte Hornets are looking for like the same type of package that the Lakers had offered. It was like Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and like a lightly, or it might have been an unprotected 2031 first-round pick. So there are some several options. You got Walker Kessler, but the Lakers, I don't think we're going to get Walker Kessler unless Danny Ainge is willing to, get off of Walker Kessler. I don't even know why they want to trade him. He just fits their team, and he's a long-term piece. I mean, he's 23 or 24 years of age. He's one of the better defense centers in the league behind Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Davis, or Giannis. But he's a defensive anchor, elite defensively as a rim protector, can pass out of the double team, and can give you a double-double every single night. I mean, there was nights where the Utah Jazz wouldn't even play the starting, center or their rotation like Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, John Collins, because they're trying to tank. So it's very interesting what the Utah Jazz are going to do with the 5th overall pick. Are they going to draft Kamachi from Duke? You already got logjam of forwards. Even Kyle Filipowski, who you drafted last year in the 2024-25 NBA draft, right? But Walker Kessler is like the ideal center that I really want. He's my favorite option. I mean, he fits long-term for now, but also for the future. And he'll make sense alongside Luka Doncic. He could be a franchise center. But the Lakers are going to have to pony up. They're going to have to give up some assets. I mean, unless the Utah Jazz do take off the 2027, protection, stuff like that, lift it up. But I did see a recent report coming from NBA Central, I believe it was like a week ago, that the Los Angeles Lakers and the Utah Jazz pretty much held trade discussions around center Rui Hachimura and John Collins, but he's more of a forward. Obviously, he could play the center position, but he's more of a power forward. He could guard 3 through 5. He has a vertical leap. He's a lob threat. He's very athletic. He can switch multiple positions. He can guard in the perimeter, but he's a very good, three-point shooter. He had a very good season for the Utah Jazz. But Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys around on the comment section. How do you guys feel about this report about Daniel Gafford looking like he's going to sign that contract extension? I'm a little bit mad about this because I was hoping that he'll get traded to Los Angeles Lakers. But at the same time, I'm not really surprised about this because he wants starting level, money. And the Lakers are most likely going to have to overpay. Maybe you do include Austin Reeves. He's making around like $13 million. But it would work because Daniel Gafford was roughly making around $14 million. I mean, some people might even call me crazy to trade Austin Reeves for Daniel Gafford. I don't think it would be straight up. Maybe expand the trade. Maybe to get a PJ Washington because at first they're looking to trade him. But it doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to keep him. He's 6'6" or 6'7", right? He's listed as a power forward, but he can even play center, small ball 5. So he's probably going to stay. You got some other pieces on your team. I'm going to keep updating you guys. Let me know in the comment section if I should continue to post more draft content, trades, free agency, rumors. But the Lakers, they're going to have to be creative. They're going to have to look and see what's out there, what's available, because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the asking price and what it costs. I mean, no team wants to see the Lakers win a championship, host the Larry Bryan 2025-26 season if the Lakers can even get there. I know the East is, wide open with Tyrese Haliburton, Damian Lillard, and Jason Tatum getting injured. But the Lakers have to get through, the West to be able to get to the NBA Finals. You get what I'm trying to say? But the West is wild, and the Lakers have to make changes after seeing Kevin Durant getting traded to the Houston Rockets literally on like a Sunday, morning, the same day as the NBA Finals. But it's crazy. You got to see Desmond Bain get traded for at least, 4 first-round picks, I believe. And in return, they got Cole Anthony and also KCP. But we'll see, man. I know I'm going on a tangent, a little bit of a rant. But yeah, man, I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.